Howdy folks, it's time for some sports card talk. Eddie's Cardboard Chaos asked us to make a VR about a comeback story related to sports. And for my comeback story, I decided to pick boxer James J. Braddock. Braddock was known as the Cinderella Man. He began fighting professionally in 1923. He began his career as a light heavyweight. His career he began very strong out of the gate. He was 44-2-2 when he finally was given a chance for a title shot. He was an up-and-coming boxing star in the light heavyweight division. So in the summer of 1929, he was given a shot at the title, and he basically got beaten soundly. And in that match, he broke his right hand. So that was not good. Like I said, that was the summer of 29. And in the fall of 29, you had the stock market crash. Well, that was a problem because James Braddock wound up losing all his money, basically, in the great stock market crash in 1929. So he had to keep boxing with his broken hand just to try to put food on the table. He had a wife and 3 young children to support, so he had to just basically keep fighting. Well, as you can kind of guess, with a broken hand, he did not fight very well. He lost most of his matches, at least 2/3 of them. So he really was not a good boxer. He was not making any money from boxing, and finances were bad. So he and his family were forced to live in the basement of a building, and eventually their electricity was turned off. So it was just not good. It was bad. It was during the Great Depression, and it was bad for him, and it was bad for a lot of other people. So Braddock had to go on to government welfare to support him and his family, and he did not like this at all. He began working as a longshoreman for money, and as he worked as a longshoreman, he had to work with his left hand instead of his right hand because his right hand was still broken, and he kept damaging his right hand in his subsequent boxing matches. So basically he had to become a lefty. So as he's working as a longshoreman, he actually wound up helping out his left hand because his left hand started becoming a lot stronger because he had to favor it for the longshoreman work. Well, that also gave his right hand time to heal. So in a way, that was actually a lucky break for him, pardon the pun, that his hand was given a chance to heal as a longshoreman. Well, in 1934, he got a big break. There was a fight where they needed a fill-in fighter, and lo and behold, they decided that they would give the job to James J. Braddock. He was expected to lose. It was just a fill-in fight. He was just a fill-in for a fighter, and they just figured, well, he was just supposed to be a one-day payday for him. Well, lo and behold, Braddock goes ahead and wins. Well, because he won, they gave him another fight. He won that. He just kept on winning and winning. So eventually, they gave him a chance to fight a heavyweight title fight in 1935. And in 1935, he had a heavyweight title fight against Max Baer. Max Baer was the heavyweight champion of the world, and he was basically considered unbeatable at the time. So Braddock was a 10-1 underdog. No one thought he had a chance. Well, in the match, Braddock goes ahead and he wins a unanimous decision against Baer. So now he goes from being out of boxing to becoming the heavyweight champion of the world. Eventually, Braddock goes ahead and he will lose in 1937. He will lose the heavyweight title to Joe Louis. And like I said, in 1937, he loses the title to Joe Louis. He really only has one more fight left after that, and Braddock wins his last fight, and he retires from boxing. In 2001, Braddock is voted into the International Hall of Fame for boxing, and in 2005, this movie Cinderella Man is based on his life, was made. So that's the story of James J. Braddock. I'd like to thank Eddie's Cardboard Chaos for giving us a chance to make this VR. I really enjoyed making it. I really enjoyed being able to show off some of these boxing cards. Just to show you, these two boxing cards are a Churchman, 1938 Churchman edition of Joe Louis and James J. Braddock. And this is a 1938 cartridge razor of Max Baer. This issue is actually, I'm not sure exactly what it is, to be honest with you. It's a Sporting News and Stars card, but it obviously came in a time period between when he won the fight against Max Baer and he was getting ready to fight Joe Louis, because it talks about him being champion and defeating Max Baer and the upcoming match against Joe Louis. So I'm guessing this card's probably from around 1936. And this is the Topps ringside. This is actually a wonderful set. The artwork on these cards are great, on these ringside cards. If you've never had a chance to get them, you should check them out. This is one of my personal favorites because my son got me this one. So I really like this card. And also have this 1956 Great Adventure boxing card. And this is a set which had boxers and a bunch of other athletes and other Great Adventure issues. So anyway, if you like the content of this video, please go ahead and click the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate that. Once again, I'd like to thank Eddie's Cardboard Chaos for giving us the opportunity to make this VR. Thank you all for watching, and remember to collect what you like, not what other people tell you to collect. And if you get a chance, check out the movie Cinderella Man. No, I did not make any profits off this movie, but it's a wonderful movie. It's one of my favorites. So anyway, have a nice day. Thank you.